If you care about video games at all, buckle up, guys. You need to pay attention because the biggest, and I mean the biggest shift in modern gaming just got exposed. And the people who are still clinging to this idea that console exclusives are important, you're about to get blindsided, right? Console exclusives don't mean jack no more, guys. For decades, and I mean for decades, the industry trained us to believe that exclusivity was good, right? In other words, they were like, hey, buy this $500 box, little Timmy, or you don't get to play your little Super Marios. Right? As they blew the cigar smoke in our eyes, guys. It didn't matter what console you preferred. It didn't matter what ecosystem you were already invested in or where your friends played. If a corporate logo wasn't printed on the plastic, tough luck, bucko. That was the deal. But in 2025, that deal is falling apart, and the numbers are proving it, guys. 2 weeks ago, there was a rumor that surfaced suggesting that PlayStation might be pulling back from PC. Console warriors were cheering like it was the second coming. Finally, real exclusives are coming back to our PlayStation 5. You hear that, little Jordy? Well, too bad, guys. Reality hit, and reality hits fucking hard. Valve revealed the new Steam machine, which is causing a ruckus in the damn thing ain't even out yet. Essentially, it's a living room PC console hybrid that can run nearly the entire Steam library, and I'm sold on it. And what kind of games live on Steam? Well, gee, let me tell you. PlayStation games, Xbox games, third-party games, emulators, indie, you name it. It literally has everything on there, guys. Suddenly the idea of restricting games to one plastic box is starting to look like a relic of the early 2000s, and you don't want to be wearing them Jinko jeans and them Doc Martens anymore, do ya? But the biggest shock came, right? According to Insider Gaming and a few other sources, PlayStation, yes, PlayStation made over a 1.2 billion with a B dollars investment. Now, according to Insider Gaming and a few other sources, PlayStation themselves has made over 1.2 billion with a B, billion as in Dr. Evil billion, on Steam alone. After Valve's cut. So after Valve's cut, they still made 1.2 billion fucking dollars on Steam. Let me repeat that. Sony earned more than $1 billion selling games to PC players. Games that have already launched on PlayStation years prior, guys. That's not a rounding error. That's not a gamble. That's a business model. That is something that makes some fucking cash money, okay? Now, let's take a look at this breakdown. I got some numbers here that will tell an even bigger story, all right? So, Helldivers 2 apparently sold 12.7 million on PC. Horizon Zero Dawn, 4.5 million. God of War, 4.2 million. Days Gone, 3.4 million. Spider-Man Remastered, 2.7 million, guys. That's not a niche audience of gamers. That's a massive, hungry market that's willing to pay full price for older console exclusives, especially when they run better, mod better, and live on a platform that people already own, which is Steam. The PC Master Race wants these games. It doesn't matter how old they are, they will run better there. And if you think the momentum is slowing down at all, look at Stellar Blade. That just made some big fucking news the other day. It's now officially the fastest growing launch IP on Steam with record concurrent player numbers, guys. I guess everybody wants to look at some nice TNA while they're playing their games, but that didn't happen because of novelty. It happened because people wanted the game. And that's crazy. So what does this mean? Okay. It means the argument that exclusives drive hardware sales is losing its power more than ever. It means players aren't switching consoles for one or two games. They're staying where their digital library already exists, and that's Steam. And if it means Sony, Microsoft, and eventually Nintendo are going to have to wake up and smell the roses and ask themselves, do we want exclusivity or revenue? You're going to have to open up and realize the cold hard truth. You're going to want revenue. All the corporate people that work for those companies, they want the cash money. All right? Exclusivity is going to be a thing of the past. Development budgets, they're skyrocketing to Kingdom Come. Marketing costs, they're exploding. Live service games, they need constant updates, constant server support. AAA games are becoming unsustainable at this point. It's like overpriced movies. Overpriced movies. Unless publishers find more players, and they're not going to be sustainable. Okay, so the logical next step is obvious, especially for Sony. Okay, we need shorter gaps between console and PC launches. Sony does like a year wait. Rockstar, I'm wearing their shirt. Shit, they took forever just to port GTA 5 to PC. The Red Dead games, they needed to be ported eons ago. Why don't they do day one PC releases? Like GTA 6 should be day one PC release. The gap between console and PC release needs to be shorter or same day. Hands down. We need more live service titles releasing everywhere. Okay? And PlayStation, they need to build its own PC launcher at this point. If they're going to be putting exclusives on there, build your PC launcher. Even Xbox has one. Come on. Like, what are you doing? $1.2 billion and you don't have a PC launcher? And I don't know why they haven't done it. And again, like I said, eventual day and date PC releases. And the developers, Sony, Nintendo, PlayStation, whatever, they need to do all this quick. Okay? Publishers, Nintendo, them, the big three, they need to do this. Not because they want to, but because they have to. This is the direction that the gaming industry is going. Money talks, bullshit walks. $1.2 billion on Steam alone from PlayStation. You're missing money. You're missing it. You could be capitalizing. You could be making more money putting your games on PC than on console. Especially Xbox. At this point, do it. And you got fanboys melting down on Twitter, calling people port beggars, and corporations, they're not listening, guys. They're never weird. They never will listen to fanboys. No matter how loyal you think you are to a company, they don't care, okay? Their job isn't to preserve imaginary console wars. Get over it. It's to increase profits. Money talks. And it's to make shareholders happy, and it's to have long-term market reach. That's why we're seeing Xbox games selling better on PlayStation than on Xbox. That's why Steam is continuing to grow. That's why PC is already dominating global gaming revenue. And it's why the exclusive era is dying. And it's not suddenly, but it is inevitable. Like Thanos. It's only a matter of time, guys. So here's the real takeaway out of all this. This is good for players. If you find any bad out of this, you're a retard. This is good for game preservation. This is good for competition. It forces publishers to make better games, not just platform mascots, because they're going to want everybody to buy it. You can't get by now by being like, okay, this is the PlayStation mascot. We'll play it safe. People already bought the consoles. They're going to buy the game because it's exclusive. No, this will force them, okay? Because when everybody can play on everything, that's the only thing that matters. Is quality. So we need quality games. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me ask you, before we take off, do you want PlayStation games to launch on PC, day in date, or should exclusives stay exclusive forever? Are you one of those little guys, right? Hey, little guy. Hey, little queefer sitting on the premium futon. Drop your take below. I'll be reading every comment. Make sure you hit that like button to help share this video out to new people. If you're not subscribed, I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you so much for watching, as always. Peace out.